everybody. How are you doing today? It's time for us to start. Today we will begin in our right knees child's pose. Monday is always a little bit challenging, a little bit slower. We need to jump start this week very strong. So go ahead and pick your toes, arms up front of your body. Close your eyes. And just make sure there is no stress in your body, no tension in the body parts. We are about to have a joyful, strong yoga practice again to jumpstart our week for good. Jumpstart it strong. So take a good deep breath in and rise up slightly higher on the fingertips and draw the elbows all the way down towards the floor. Inhalation, exhalation. Slowly come on up on the fingertips to your gentle cat and cow tabletop, and then we're gonna dive back in the child. Open it up a couple times. In and out through the nose. And then gently dive back again all the way towards the child pose. Go ahead and send your left arm in the center, elbow and hand on the floor. Open it up and just reach for the few gentle movements to open. Don't stay still. Continue to move into the form. See if you can take this arm behind the back. Maybe yes, maybe not, and rest your head on top on the extended arm. And then slowly switch the direction. Take your right arm into the center. Open it up. Slowly dive into the form. Stretch that shoulder. Give it a few breaths, few seconds, and then take the arm behind the back if you're ready. No rush at all. Let's slowly return back to the center and just come through the top of your spine all the way to the front. Gentle first, up dog or cobra. You can take your hands much farther and go ahead and dive back. We're gonna stick to this flow for a few more repetitions. I know we have some total beginners in the class today, so for you guys, don't worry at all. Just rest when you need in the child pose where we started our practice, and then come back when you're ready. That's all you have to do, to stick through the practice and do your best. All the way, we're gonna do one more. And we're gonna stop right here. If you must go to your elbows because it feels a little bit too much challenging on your shoulders, put your elbows on the floor. Instead, your hands look up. Now look back, straight up front, and then gently to the one side of your shoulder. And then gently to the other side of the shoulder. That's very nice. Come on back to the center and press your chin towards the chest. Slowly flow back to your child pose. Stretch nicely, release the tension from your wrist, and come on up, this time on the forearms with me. Up and down, cat and cow. Very gentle movements in a cat and cow on your forearms. Just try to express fully through the chest, you don't need to hurry. In full range of motions, movements. Go ahead and stop right in the center. And just like we do on the hands, we're gonna do on the forearms. Side to side, little lateral bends. So it's not a hip swing yet. It's just a lateral bend through the waistline. Just like you trying to see what's happening in the knees and hips. And one more on each side. Then come back to the center, come on up, and continue with the hip circles. Don't be shy. Express through and through. Feel it in the lower back, in the knees and the hips. Do a few more on direction you started. And then stop in the center and reverse it so we can cover both directions. If you hear some cracks and pops in the knees and hips and it doesn't hurt you, it's most likely just an air bubbles, because normally Sundays are a little bit more lazy than the rest of the week. Not always, but sometimes. Come on back to the center and rock your hips to the side. Just a few movements. Few on the right and few on the left with your open press rhythm. That's it. And come on back into the center to your tabletop position. Raise your right leg, guys. Raise your right leg. Go ahead and drive your right knee towards the nose. Let's wake up. Legs, hips back. Start to build the strength. Take the leg back up. Take it to the right shoulder outside. If it doesn't reach, reach where you can. Come on back up. Inhalation. Activate the abs. Exhalation towards the nose. Inhalation. Exhalation towards the shoulder. Couple more times. Inhalation towards the nose. Exhalation towards the shoulder. Prepare for the push up with me. Push down. Very strong. Very good. Hug your ribcage with your elbows, everybody. Come on up, knee towards your nose, hold. Breathe, guys. Push down. Exhalation. Waking up, waking up. Knee towards the nose. I'm so proud of you. Go ahead and extend the leg and reach your left arm up. Big breaths, big extension, strong body, long body, engaged body, and relaxed at the same time. Keep reaching, keep lengthening. Draw your knee towards the elbow. Exhalation, extend. Draw your knee towards the elbow. Exhalation, extend. One more time, guys. Draw your knee towards the elbow. Exhalation, extend and bind if it's there. Beginners hold the balancing tabletop or try to bind or rest in the child pose. Always there for you, always there for you. Breathe, guys, breathe. We're gonna go and stretch our knees first. Put your hands on the floor, tuck your toes. Downward facing dog, right and left, left and right. Just a gentle knee bend. Body weight away from the shoulders and wrists, of course. Continue to bend your knees just dynamically. And then slowly land your knees back on the floor. Give your left shoulder a bear hug. Give your right shoulder a bear hug. Very nice. Come on back to the center. Raise your left leg, nice and strong. Knee towards the nose, everybody. Inhalation, knee towards the shoulder. Reach back up, in. Exhalation, now knee towards the nose. Reach back up, towards the shoulder. Reach back up, towards the nose. Reach back up towards the shoulder. Prepare for the push down hold. Come on down, hold. Elbows to the ribcage, come on up. Knee towards the nose, exhalation. Come on back down and push. Come on up and stay with me, knee towards the nose. Extend the leg, extend the arm. Long extension, beautiful body, strong line. Big press, guys, knee towards the elbow. All the way, exhalation. Knee towards the elbow, everyone. Maintain the balance, reach. One more time, and we're gonna go bind, or you can rest in the child pose if you have to. Just like this. Continue to open and try to feel that bind. We need to start to open that body. Breathe. Back down towards the center. Tuck your toes. All the way, bend your knees, right and left, left and right. All the way. We're gonna spend a little bit more time on the kneeling position, or we're gonna start practice the hover. For intermediate and advanced beginners, stay on the knees. Reach your right leg up. Reach your right leg up, stretch open, move side to side. And then if you're ready, hover your knee, my beginners, knees on the floor. If you do your hover, knee just a couple inches above the floor. Leg soft and straight. You got this, come on up. We're gonna go through the quick vinyasa after this hover. Hover back. That's perfect, come on back up. Prepare to step for your beautiful lunges. For your beautiful lunges, arms up. Arms up, open up the chest. Inhalation, exhalation, step back through chaturanga, tabletop, child pose, rest. Anything you like it. Come on. Downward facing dog. Breathe, breathe guys, bend your knees for a couple times. You've got this. Strong Monday, sweaty Monday. We have to wake up the body. Leave your left leg. All the way. Scoop the stomach in, open up, right and left. Little movements here and there. Prepare to hover. Beginners, you can send your knees into the tabletop. Always, always, always. Come on back up. Come on back down. On the next one, guys. Team, that's your choice. Step to your lunge. Knee on the floor if you have to. Keep the hips square. Reach up and open. Step down to chaturanga of your choice or just a tabletop transition. You've got this. Come on up. Breathe, 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 breathe. Relax your head and neck. Go ahead and walk with me towards the plank. Rock your hips on the left. Open up towards the right. Beautiful arch. Keep the other knee on the floor if you have to. Bottom knee, stay with me. Go ahead and sweep that right arm underneath and touch the floor all the way. Come on back up, reach up all the way. Sweep that arm underneath and touch the floor. Come on up guys, reach up. Good work, prepare to sweep and switch your sides all the way. Hips up, a little even arch. Breathe, 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 breathe. Open and underneath. Touch the floor. Come on back up. Underneath and touch the floor. Come on back up. Prepare for chaturanga of your choice, beginners. Put the knees on the floor, my friends, please. I don't want you to stress out. Just do what you can. Come on up. Breathe, guys. Inhalation, exhalation. Slowly put your elbows on the floor with me. I will give you a little modifications to make it slightly easier. Connect your both hands, guys, like this would be a little bit easier. If you want to stay with arm parallel each other, that's tiny more on your upper body strength. Scoop the stomach in, see if you can press your heels into the ground, body weight away from your spine and shoulders, but you don't have to. Keep your heels on the floor. Bend your knees, guys, hover. Come on up, dolphin. Bend your knees and hover. Come on up and dolphin. Bend your knees and hover. I know you can. Come on up and dolphin. One more last time. Bend your knees and hover and slowly send them on the ground. Open them up wider. Release your toes. Go ahead for your puppy pose. Puppy pose. Let's stretch our shoulders a little bit more. Take your left arm underneath the right. See, crew, if you can put your palm on the floor. Left palm on the floor and ear on the ground. And if the other arm goes above your head, that's great. But if not, keep it where it comes. Let's go and hop in to the other side. Try to put the right palm on the floor, ear grounded, arm above the head. Maybe, yes, maybe not. Beautiful. Come on back up. Tuck your toes all the way. Dumbbell facing dog. Go ahead, Jim, and look forward and step with me just halfway to the center of your mat. To the center of your mat. We're gonna go for the forward fold. Beginners, take a look. You can grab your elbows and just do it this way. Just do it this way. Ragdoll. Everyone else, we're gonna go ahead and grab the ankles and fold forward a little bit deeper. We're gonna spend a little bit more time today practicing the variety of the forward fold in preparation for origami pose, which we're gonna do on Friday. I'm gonna give you some homework to practice. Come on up halfway. Go ahead and step your right foot just a little bit farther back. That's it. Fold forward. Just like this. Now go ahead and bind with your ankles. The right hand over to left, left over to right. Square your hips and fold forward. Promise you again. I'm gonna give you a break between the forward fold so we can make sure that our blood pressure is feeling good and normal. Halfway. Come on up on the tippy toes. Bend your knees. Chair pose. Uneven. Feet stand and tippy toes. Try to keep your knees parallel. You breathe. Come on back. Tap your feet. Tap your hands. Go ahead and bring your right foot behind your left knee, just like this. Right ankle behind your left knee. Continue to fold forward. That's perfect. Very nice. Keep on breathing. Just like this. Continue to fold forward all the way. How are you feeling? Achilles on the left. I know. Keep on breathing. Now try to change the little grip, guys. You can hold that ankle or you can try to slide it slightly more underneath your wrist. Let me see you practicing. Continue to fold forward. All right, crew, this is your homework. I want you to practice your ankle closer to your elbow and continue to practice just the forward fold. That is it. All right, let it go. Ardha Chandrasana. Let's give it a little break. Open up. Breathe, guys. We're gonna go for that chair pose. Both feet together. Come on up. Let's sweep and the back bend. Sweep it all the way, back bend, little back bend. Come on back down for the forward fold. All right, go ahead and step your left a little bit closer. Just fold forward. See how you feel, lengthening the spine. Then go ahead and put your left hand on top on your right ankle and right on top on the left. continue to fold forward. Just folding. Do your best to keep your knees soft and straight. Undo the bind. Come on up on the tippy toes. Find the balance. All the way. Uneven stance. Split stand. Chair pose. You got this, guys. Very nice. Please. We're going back. Forward fold. Go ahead and grab your left ankle. Put the ankle behind the knee. Ankle, not the knee. Ankle behind the knee. Not the knee behind the knee. Ankle behind the knee. Go ahead and just fold forward a little bit more on this side as well. How are you feeling? Different, right? Very different forward fold. Requires the balance. Now, if it feels really good, first switch the grip. Just put the hand behind. And continue to fold forward. Just like this. That's good. It's a practice, so we have to spend a little bit time on it before we're gonna move forward. Okay, if that feels really good, catch up on a little bit balance and put your ankle slightly more closer towards the elbow, but it's still ankle behind the knee. It's still ankle behind the knee, like we see in practice. How does that feel? Challenging. It feels challenging. All right, I'm gonna give you a little hint. Hold it for a couple more breaths. On the next practice, after you use it as your homework, of course, Ardha Chandrasana, we're gonna try to take the other hand off the floor again. Also, as well, and hold it balance. Whether it's gonna be preparation for origami pose or origami pose, we will see. I need to practice too, so I promise you I'm gonna practice it every day for 2 minutes. How about that? 1 minute on the right, 1 minute on the left, until Friday. Come on back to your chair pose. Utkatasana. Big breath, big sweep. Exhalation, your type of the back bend, guys. Forward fold. All the way. Look halfway through. Step walk or half chaturanga. Push down. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Rise your right leg up. Step forward to your runner lunge. We're gonna go backwards today. We begin with a runner lunge, but then we're gonna dive into the low lunge to make those legs feel good. But before that, we're gonna work hard. Come on up, arms up. Make sure your hips are square and strong, your feet stay wide. Go ahead and give me a big sweeps on the shoulders. Beautiful shoulders rotation, so you feel it. And now take your hands nice and wide after you did those rotations, elbows outside. Stay strong, guys, elbows outside. Both legs strong, come on up. Both legs strong, come on down. Both legs strong, come on up. Come on down and hold it. Go ahead and take your both hands behind and wide. Oh, that feels good. All the way. Breathe in, breathe out. Arms up front in a prayer position. Pivot on the left. Open it up. Side. Both feet grounded. Stay with me. Back knee soft and extended. Foot on the floor if you possibly can. Go ahead and plant your left hand on the ground. Keep your left foot planted. Open it up. Both knees still bent, I know. Try to plant your left foot on the floor. Back to the center, low lunge. Oh, that feels good. Come on down for your lizard. Your lizard is your optional. Full lizard is optional. You can move your right foot slightly more towards the right. can put your forehead on the floor, on the block, on the fist. I know your right leg is feeling it now, which is good. That was the goal. Lengthening, strengthening, stretching. That's all this class does. Full body workout. Let's slowly transfer to the Hanumanasana prep, which is a monkey pose right here. Keep your front foot on the floor for now. Just see how your Achilles doing. It's gonna give a little bit more on your Achilles once you keep that foot on the ground. And then once you're ready, lift the toe, push the heel slightly to the front, because otherwise you're gonna be a little bit off the form. Continue to work your body down towards the quadricep. Just down. Without bending your front knee, without squatting back down towards the heel. That's it. Come on up. And tuck your toes. Sit down into your toes. Might not be very comfortable, so hold your hands on the floor throughout the hold. For some of you, it's going to be relatively comfortable, but that's your toe strength. It's not an easy one. It's much more harder than to keep the knee bent or sit on the both toes. Please don't sit on your feet. I would rather you to do this and still have the toes curled. Otherwise, you're missing out on that stretch and strengthening for the feet. If you desperately need to come out, you can do that too, but try to stick with me for a few more breaths up here. Your toes are still curled. And here the razor comes. Your equestrian. We're not going to go for the split right now, but we do an attempt later on to the practice. For right now, just equestrian, which means your knee slightly more off the ankle, more open than on the low lunge. Fist on the floor, and we just holding. Try to let go of the tension in the hips and try to feel where the stretch goes. Hip flexor, rotator, lower back. Go ahead and transfer your body weight back to the front. We're gonna give that a final stretch just to make sure that we're ready for the other side. Just press that ankle towards the glute if you can. Now lean a little bit more forward of the kneecap, open up. Looks really good, guys. Chaturanga of your choice if you're doing one. If not, just a tabletop. Tabletop, rest in a child pose. We're gonna all rest in the upward facing dog. Beginners, just go and rest into the child pose. Go and rest into your child pose. I will tell you when come back. Just don't forget to come back. Don't fall asleep. But you can rest in a child pose. You can rest any other way if you like it. Everyone else stay with me in the downward facing dog. Make sure you're alive. Make sure you make your knees move. You make your feet move. Don't keep your neck stiff. Just open up shoulder blades. Just be alive. Be flexible in your asana. Your body is alive. It's created for movements, not for stillness all the time. So always remember it when your body asking you not to do anything for the entire Sunday and watch TV on the sofa. Just think about it. My body is created to move. And it's instantly movement gives you energy. When you lock in of energy, you start to move, you get your energy back. All right, if you are in your child pose, come back. Take your left leg up. Open up, prepare for the beautiful runner lunge. That's it. Just a good quality runner. Front knee, back knee soft extended. If you need to put it on the floor, that's totally fine. Raise those arms, extended, strong, beautiful. Raise the back heel if you can, both legs supporting your body weight. Sweep it a few times before we open, the arms behind the head. Big sweeps. Now, when you put them behind the head, don't push on the head, please. Just send the elbows outside and open, express through the rib cage. Come on up. Come on down. Come on up. Ooh, come on down. Come on up. Come on down one more time, guys. All right, arms behind and open. Just like this. Keep opening them. Remember, you can always put your knee on the floor any time you have to. Hands, namaste. Pivot on your right. Just like this. Hands toward the prayer position. Back heel on the floor if you can, on the right foot. That's good. Stay with me right here. Keep your back leg as is, guys. Go ahead and plant your right hand. Be particular, watch your hips. Rotation through the hips first and then arm up. Breathe, guys, breathe. Come on back down, go lunge. Ooh, feels good now. Go ahead and find your lizard. Fist, walk, move your left foot slightly further, more towards the left if you want a little bit deeper opening. Slowly, we'll do a gentle transfer to the monkey pose, Hanumanasana prep. Hold your foot on the floor for just a few breaths. Start to fold forward. Try to keep your right hip above your right knee, approximately. You don't have to measure it up. Just try to go by sensation. Once you're ready, lift your toes, push it slightly to the front, and then fold forward one more time. Try to work on your front knee. That's your quadricep and Achilles, and your hamstring and your lower back, preventing you from going all the way down and bending your front knee as a little protection. So just observe, just be aware. Go ahead and tuck your toes on the right. If you want to put this foot flat on the floor, you could, like this, closer. Keep that extended, keep the fist on the floor. Through entire hold if you need. It's not right or wrong, no requirements, but I definitely would rather you to use your hands, your fist on the floor, your blocks, and have your toes tucked on the right. Watch your shoulders, don't block the airflow. Smile, be happy, don't wrinkle the forehead, don't bite your tongue. Even eyeballs can be tense, you know, sometimes like really tense. And sometimes we clench the teeth. I catch myself through the day all the time doing that. Go ahead and fold forward if you may. If you're struggling with the front knee, just remember this is your flexibility of the quadricep. That's why we work on it as well, even though you don't notice it when you walk or squat. It might be enough flexibility for that. Come on up back. Gonna go to equestrian. Release the toes on the back foot, so don't have to do it anymore. Hands fist. It might be just a couple inches farther, not too much. Very nice. Keep your hips square as much as possible. Release the toes on the back foot. That's going to be feeling much better. That's good. We're just holding it. And let's slowly come back to the regular lunge. Kick up the back ankle. And lean a little bit more to the front, a little bit more to the front, guys, a little bit more to the front. You're gonna feel it on the right quad. And rise up the arm unless you really need that support on the floor. Try to press your ankle a little bit closer to the glute muscle. Guys, look so good, so happy. All right, lean, 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 lean. Back down. Downward facing dog. Do your transitions or don't do your transitions, right? However you feel. Come on. Downward facing dog for the few breaths. Right and left, left and right. Go ahead and bend your knees, guys. And sit down with an intention. Later on, sit down and work on the legs on the seated position. So you're sitting on your toes now. Lift your both knees. I know. So the goal is going to be later when we lift the knees and the tabletop as well, is not your toes, not the little bones on the toes, but your ankles. For now. If you feel that you have an unbearable pain in your ankles, put your knees back and do one at a time. We lift one knee at a time only. Come on down. Some days are better than others. Tuck your toes. Come on up. If you're in the mood for the balance, go ahead and join me. Remember the south side chest open. And the most important part of this practice is a positive intention in the positive talk with our own body, with our own self. When something doesn't fly, doesn't roll, doesn't come as we expected, we're still being grateful for what we can do and looking for more. Come on back. Put your hands on the floor like this. Come on farther up, wider, sit. Broken wings, we haven't practiced them. For the few practices, we're gonna go there. Just follow along with the hands so you don't get confused. It's gonna be your wrist, unless it's impossible, but try to strive for your wrist. Your right wrist, this part, is gonna go towards the back. Just put it on the back, just on the back. And then see if you can sneak the elbow inside the knee. That's good. And one arm is plenty. At the end, we're going to do 2 arms at the same time, but you don't really have to do it. Hold it and open. That's sensitive, very sensitive. I know it's extremely sensitive. If you couldn't stick your elbow inside the knee after you put your wrist into the back, don't worry about it. All you're gonna do, you're just gonna hold it and just pull it slightly. Hold it and pull it slightly. Let it go. But don't settle for fingers, okay? If you put your wrist, you can't stick your elbow inside your knee. All you have to do, quite frankly, to move it to the fingertips, and then you're gonna be able to do it. Don't settle for it, okay? Because that's totally different. Wrist on the back. So now, if that elbow is short enough and it doesn't go into the knee, you're just gonna grab it and just like slightly pull it. But if it goes into, go ahead and open it. Very sensitive. I promise you, your elbows are not short. It's just the flexibility of the shoulders, and we're gonna work on it. Tony, very good job. Very good. No, it looks amazing. But don't sit there if it's, if you can't. He did really good. All right, let it go. But don't break your shoulders, guys. Just hold it with other hands. Okay, if you could enjoy at least a little bit, one at a time, go for 2. I touched them.
Oh, yes.
I touch. That doesn't feel good to me, I can tell you that, but it's bearable. It's not like I can't do it, but it takes an effort. So other than that, we do 1 arm at a time. Let it go. How are you feeling? Let's go ahead and slide the arms on the elbows. Relax. Come on down. Come on down. All right, we have approximately 15 more minutes to work on a seated position. Don't let me to forget the splits, which we worked over it. Pull your glutes out. Grab your right leg. In beginners, that's a good enough position. You can also use your straps until you can grab the foot and keep extending the straight leg without doing this. You want to be tall, extended, able to breathe, feel good, enjoy to some degree. Some asana is challenging no matter what, but you still should be able to relax. Inhalation, preparation, exhalation, letting go of the tension. Go ahead and take this leg outside and open it a little bit more, just stretch it. Then try not to drop that ankle down and just slide it all the way outside and switch. Achilles and hamstring. Right. Go ahead and plant this foot maybe next to the base, maybe a little bit farther. Reach towards the front of your extended leg. See if you can fold. If your fold is full and feels quite comfortable, which for most of you I would say it's probably very comfortable, go ahead and undo this right arm and wrap it around. Fold forward with the forehead towards the knee. Come on up. Take your right, the same which you wrap around. Underneath. just like this. So hold it, guys. Put the other foot inside. We're gonna go for the little balance. You don't have to do it. I can promise you your arms are totally ready. Put them on the floor. Bind or no bind, leave the bottom of the floor. It looks kind of crazy, but it is not. All of you doing Bakasana, so you most likely can put the arms slightly wider, slightly wider. What is Michael doing? He's going and showing off all the way outside. Come on now, that's okay. Homework then, okay? All right, we're gonna go ahead and extend the legs. Again, let's do a forward fold. Don't forget origami pose. Stand in forward fold, ankle behind the knee. 1 minute on each side. Send me an Instagram report, before and after. Before and after. Come on up. Bend your left knee if you have to, or you can keep that knee extended right away. Shoulders down, chest up. Give it a few breaths. And then open this leg all the way to the side. Lift, lengthen and strong. Soft on the knee. Awareness in the body, no competition, and long line. Don't drop the ankle, because once you drop it, you lose that resistance and that sensation of the full stretch from the glute lower back to ankle. This is a good exercise if you had a sciatica problem, seated forward fold, and this one, amazing. If you have a flare up, that's going to be challenging to start to do it, but if you push yourself and do it while the flare up, that might let go pretty much within a few minutes. I can testify for that. Totally. All right, take it back. We're gonna put this next. Maybe a little bit farther away if you can reach. Go ahead and grab the foot, or where you can do it. Make sure you sit in equally on the both sit bones. That's important. And we fold in forward. If your fold feels good, your shoulder feels good on the left, it's time for you to wrap. Regarding that balance which we did, come on up. If you just trust your body, this is much more easier than Bakasana, because you don't have to use as much upper body strength, in my opinion, than you used on Bakasana, and you don't have to. So just open it up, pull the ankle, and what you can do, you don't have to bind them and crisscross right away. You can push against the floor with the foot a little bit extra, and with the bottom foot, just kind of push yourself up. Bind this kind of later on, but if you want to bind, you can bind and then go outside. But this is more arm strength, of course, here. Very good, very good. Push yourself with the foot. Come on down. Very nice. It was very nice. Okay, splits. Any luck? Because we're gonna do both of them regardless. Front knee, slightly behind. Just do the equestrian, which you did, of course, already with me after those low lunges. And that's all you have to do. You don't have to go for the split unless you feel your body is ready. We did a lot of work on the legs and the hips from the beginning up to now, so I think you all should be on a good form. Hold it for a while. Splits need some time. Once you feel there is nothing really left more in your hips, extend your front knee. I see some of you have split or pretty much split. Go ahead and open up to the sides then, if you do have a split or pretty much split. Remember, we kick up for the quad, kick up for the quad. Kick that ankle. Nice job, Rowan. Good work, guys. Good work. That's sensitive. Come on back. Don't think too much, just come on out. The longer you think, it's not gonna change the business. You still will need to come out. Some asanas just like that, just come out. All right. Other side. We hold it for just a little bit to make sure you can proceed deeper. Please don't tear your joints. Don't push too hard. Just work within a challenging position. Make sure you pushing yourself farther than you did on the previous class, farther than the comfort zone, but make sure it's within a reason. When I was a little baby, I was going for Soviet Union gymnastic class. It's absolutely different from United States gymnastic class these days. And my mother had to dismiss me from those classes because those classes are torture. Right, they are torturing. And yes, and if some of you went there, you know, so it's like you can get it here. So that's not what we're doing here. I just want you to work, guys, within a reason. Kick up the ankle if you can. Oh. And let's return back. That was challenging. Go ahead and lay down. Time is always flying so quickly. I wish we had an extra 30 minutes to practice. You guys, of course. But Monday is a busy day. Monday is a busy day. But I think we did a good work to jumpstart it, really good way. Go ahead and reach those arms behind, all the way through. Give it a good stretch. Draw your right knee towards the belly. Press the leg towards the belly, towards the chest. And then just put that knee on the floor, just like you do a tree pose, but you are laying down on your back right here. And while you're doing this, go ahead and pick up your other knee. Then extend your right leg. And put your left knee on the floor like you do in your tree pose. And then if it feels good, pick up your right knee. Both knees towards the chest. If you're not practicing plow pose halasana, great finishing asana for yoga practice. Great to practice in the morning, in the evening, any time of the day, during the lunch break, in your office. You can send your legs up towards the ceiling instead. Body created to move. No body weight on the neck. Go ahead and put your right knee box on left. Your eagle pose. Your right knee box on left, your knees on the left. When you're ready, Halasana of your choice again. You might feel that it comes a little bit easier for you the second time. And then left knee when you're ready. Above the right. Eagle pose. And your knee's gonna go towards the right. If your left knee above the right, then put your knees towards the right. Let's undo our legs and simply extend arms and legs for the beautiful good morning stretch. We are on this earth for some reason. We all have special gifts, talents to give, abilities, skills. Sometimes it takes time to uncover it, but it's there. No one else can walk in your shoes on this earth. Only you can. You never will be able to walk in someone else's body, at least on this earth. So it makes all sense to take a good care of our physical bodies as a shelter for the soul. It's all interconnected. Strong mind, strong soul, strong body, and vice versa. We must feed our bodies and minds the good, nurturing, healthy foods, but the most importantly, to feed our minds and bodies loving, nurturing, kind, healthy thoughts and deeds. Inside-out reflection. Take a deep breath. For the exhalation, let your body to spread your wings to all directions. Even if you've been afraid to start something new, to say something, or you've been procrastinating to complete what you wanted to complete long time ago, make a choice. Take a big breath in. And slowly, with your eyes closed, come on up to the seated position. And don't be afraid to smile, because everything is more, better, prettier, comfortable with the smile. Smile makes this world a little bit better place for everyone. Look inside your heart. Let all the tension go. Fill your body with loving, positive energy, and of course, expand it outside so you can share it with others. Smile with your heart and close with the rest of this beautiful week with unshakable love and peace inside. Namaste. Namaste. Great work, guys. Great work.